Yeah, that's what you need to do. And now you have a convenient point to get it for this door.
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
And has a passive-aggressive captain, considering this post-it note. Seriously? He even watches the crew in the toilets? You got that right, Ava! And White Hexaburger agrees with you. Right. Something happened before this Canadian hockey fan died. It's more than medication that caused the problem. According to the command centers, lives, he's dead. Yeah, and here's the Brit with some Syrian in her. Who is surprisingly a Catholic. Catholics and science are not known to go together. Ah, and this Russian is an artist. Well, that explains the audio log earlier. Morphine? And now for this Japanese bloke. Oh, what do you have? Okay. Noted. I suspect that code is for that door you found earlier. And here's someone on Earth. This tablet must be faulty. Barely make it out. About the other tablets. Let's hope this violinist has one that works. Yeah, that one. Well, most informative is part of the base. Now, I'll head back along your own timeline to the points when you found that office. And talk to myself. Well, the earlier version of myself, and maybe you can access it and see what's there. Ava, door. The code is 761792. Just got it from an older version of me. Yeah, he sent a memo. Apparently the code will be found a bit later than you are now. Yeah. Good, got some internal mail. Tablet and what appears to be a audio recording device. That's what's dangerous. Well, that explains the early wake-up call. And it seems that the crew aren't all there. That does not bode well.
Final log of Captain Daniel McLean. I don't really believe in a god. If there is one, I hope he's forgiving. Maybe Sarah was right. Maybe we should go home. There's just too much on the line here. I used to dream of exploring the stars, being humanity's great hope for knowledge. But this is no boy's dream. I hope you understand why I did this. If you're listening, Ava, just go to the surface. I didn't have the strength. I am sorry.
Yeah, that message is meant for you. Okay, that's that cleared up. You know what to do now, don't you? And you're sure that he can't get in your way even if he wanted to? Right. Awesome.
These people should not have been sent here. It's not safe.
Manned space travel is not safe. Since mankind first entered space, the debate has raged over the value of manned space travel. There is a large contingent of the ISA that believes all tasks that need to be performed on Europa could be performed by machines. It is obviously less risky to send machines rather than humans into space.
Perhaps the same could be said about canaries in cages in mines. And yeah, you can make another one if you lose that one. Yeah. I think I know what you need to be doing, and it requires that manual power. Also, before they sent humans into space, they sent animals, like monkeys. I think even the Russians sent a dog up into space. Before sending Yuri Gagarin. Don't point me on that, though.
We sent drones to Earth's moon. Scientists can remotely operate drones. If we did it there, why not here too?
Teleoperation became possible on the moon when the communication latency was reduced to 1.4 seconds. The distance between the Earth and Earth's moon is approximately 1.3 light seconds. This enables near real-time control of drones by scientists. The story is different with Europa, as the distance between Earth and Jupiter oscillates between approximately 32 and 53 light minutes. It takes a very long time for Earth to communicate with Europa. Due to that distance, teleoperation will never be possible on Europa.
Okay, but why not control drones from the satellite?
Why not indeed? My systems can be teleoperated from Europa's satellite. That is when the communication lines are open. However, the advantages of human field workers apparently outweigh the risks.
And until faster-than-light communication is developed, that's how it will remain.
So, why can't you solve these tests, Tom?
I am not permitted to think laterally. Parts of my systems are permitted to use evolutionary algorithms. This simulates what is called creativity. However, evolutionary algorithms can converge on inefficient and ethically suboptimal solutions. Since this is the case, I am only permitted to take actions in response to a set of constraints.
What do you mean by morally suboptimal?
solutions to problems that transgress ethical boundaries.
Well, what do you expect? You do know you're talking about something that is driven by rationality and logic. Yeah, that's the only way I see this working. Using an energy ball to get up there. The rest of what you need to be doing is somewhere up here. Ah, another energy ball. Ah, yeah. You're going to need to switch over the manual power box in order to get anywhere here. More specifically, to get out of here. Because you can move the manual power box manually, but you can't use the energy manipulation method. Yeah. Great work, Ava. Try not to drop it again. Let's do it right this time. Make sure it's nowhere where you can knock it down. Ah, good. That's where you need to put it. That door. Yeah, once you're on solid ground, you can take the energy balls and put them where they
Why does a lack of creativity stop you solving these tests?
Well, I contend that problem solving is creativity. These human interaction tests are exercising your creative mind.
I don't see how problem solving is creative.
Think back to the beginning of these tests, to the first puzzle you solved. It required you to throw a box through a window. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think so.
I simply had never thought to throw a box through a window. That is creativity, thinking outside of the box.
Thank you, Alan Rickman. Yeah. Blocking that will open the way. And he seriously can think of that.
Can a computer ever be creative?
They can. But a computer's method of creativity is to try everything until something works. Think of nature. People consider nature creative. The process of evolution by natural selection. It perhaps started with one organism. From there, it essentially tried to create every organism it could. Those organisms that did not survive perished. So, nature's creative force is to try every conceivable idea. Those ideas that work survive.
Okay, so why aren't you permitted to emulate that process?
Because the solutions that a biological process creates are not always good solutions. As we see, nature is morally ambivalent. It will happily create morally suboptimal ideas to fulfill its creative mandate. We see this in parasitic worms, viruses, and pathogens.
Yeah, funny you should say that, Tom. Yeah, that beam powers the electromagnets. Might be an idea to turn it on. Good, now you can open the door.
If you weren't restricted, do you think you could be creative?
As creative as a human? Certainly. You believe yourself to be a creative. But in mathematical terms, creativity is merely constrained chaos.
What do you mean?
I have discerned that creativity is divergent thinking, creating an organic solution to a problem. In the human mind, divergent thoughts are created and then curated by the frontal lobe. I can create divergent thoughts and moderate them. So, I am creative.
Organic solutions?
Organic, in that it is developed through a biological process, whether that is the process of evolution or a computed process.
Yeah. Well, you figured out what you need to do, block the camera. And that would explain the telemetry implants. Yeah, what it does to the brain. Yeah, it's highly suspicious why any would allow themselves to have a telemetry implants connected directly to the brain, aside from it being powered by bioelectricity and let's see what's on this terminal. Hopefully it's better than the previous one. Well, that didn't make a lot of sense. But it was better than the antisocial computer program. Oh, and earlier, I was being unfair on Catholics and science. It's the Catholic Church and science that has a bad history with science. I mean, just look at what they did to Galileo. Long drawn out torture. No worse, making him inflict it on himself. denouncing his own work while being imprisoned. I consider that the worst case scenario. Many of the others were burned as witches and heretics. Yeah. Gonna need to use the blue one first. Yeah, you don't need the power box. Yeah, you don't have enough time to put it in and then get on it. You're gonna need it. Okay. What are you doing? Oh. You want to make sure you have enough. Fair enough. Okay. What's up with this room? Were they having a party? Yeah, we can eliminate that possibility.
Okay, so you could solve these tests, but in a terrible fashion. Can you think of a solution to this one?
Chop off your arm and leave it on the button. That way the door will stay open.
Yeah, that's not a great solution.
You threw the box through the window. Perhaps we could throw you through the window.
Actually, Tom, I think I'm okay for help.
Right you are.
I think you can rest your case. And yeah, you're gonna need to drop the power box at the right time. Yeah, so you can open that door. After going through that one. Although first you'll need to put the manual power box on the platform. Yeah, it'd work better if you put it on. And yeah, I know, his jokes were terrible. If indeed it was a joke. Let's see what... Yeah, I think we already know what these do.
Can I have an update on the crew?
I have not managed to track them down.
It will have been 6 years since I've seen them. Or anyone, actually.
They have locked all the doors. I would not expect a warm reception.
Well, at least they're expecting us.
Yeah, you can guess what you need to do here. Just look down. Although I don't think you need it to.